Good morning. It is Wednesday, April 8th. Skipped yesterday. Just another day at home. Like the day before, like today will likely be. Yeah. But the last couple of days, this week I've been setting on getting my schedule adjusted for whenever I do get the call that work's reopening. And today's the first day that I haven't gotten up in the morning and just been dreadfully tired. Because the last couple of days I have, and that's gone through the whole day. Today I'm feeling all right, so starting to get my schedule back to where it should be. Just heated up the last of the buffalo chicken dip, so I'll finish that up for breakfast and carry about my day here at home. Socially isolating. And back to day, just sitting here, painting more, getting some color on a bunch of these. That's coming out nice. And a lot of it's trying to fill in the lower colors, base colors. Then I can do the washes over that to fill in and darken a lot of the crevices once I've say gotten a nice gold in there. I'll do that and then can dry brush over that, or some of them with the gray, it just takes layers upon layers to get full coverage. Just depends on the kind of paint. Like the gold covers fairly thick. Like a lot of the metallics cover fairly completely with one coat. And I just gotta go over spots I missed. Whereas like the gray, it's just not as opaque, and I gotta do multiple layers just to get a nice smooth coat. And just keep working on it bit by bit throughout the day. And I had a couple of boxes that arrived over the past couple days, week, I don't know, whatever. So I figured I'd open those up. I believe I mentioned there are 2 case fans. Those go over here. There are 2 fans in that case that are dead. So I basically just got the same fans. And I'd be like, let's shut it down and put them in, except I just messed around inside the other computer earlier this week after ordering these in order to get that working, and now I'm like, I don't feel like it anymore. It's a pain in the butt. Because it is. It's a pain in the butt. I know how to do it. Spent a couple years working in a computer repair shop. I don't like doing it. It feels like work to me. I also got the Mary Poppins Returns Blu-ray, because that was an awesome movie. Figured I'd pick that up. And the P.T. Barnum Funko Pop. Because that's a really good movie. And I mean, gotta have pop figures for the things you like. It's not like canvas printed posters are enough. I get back and do another bit more painting. Started getting on the rock troll. I decided all of the crystalline rocks along its back are going to be like gems. So I started doing that. I think this side is probably well enough covered, although this side is not, so I need to do coverage there. And like the wings, I'm going to take some layering, but I haven't done the backs of them at all. I am loosely basing the dragon on the bronze dragon from D&D. I mostly I play D&D, so I might as well have it there. I don't have any bronze paint, so I'm doing it with things like copper and gunmetal gray and silver and gold. But just sort of as a concept, I was like, let's assemble it. Let's look at the way the structures work. And it's probably the closest. And obviously I don't want to do one of the chromatic, because in the last Bones Kickstarter, they did a series of 5 dragons that are not each of the chromatic dragons. So once and those are like of all of the things on there, those are like amongst the must buys. Now that I've realized how much I enjoy the larger minis as far as things I paint, and also now that I've realized more with getting all of the Icons of the Realm stuff, like smaller minis are a little easier to come by. Bigger minis very quickly become much more expensive. So getting the large ones and painting those ones myself, I both enjoy painting them more, and they're you know, more expensive to get pre-painted by a large margin. And I made a frozen pizza for lunch, I guess. And I cooked it directly on the oven rack, like I'd done with the refrigerated one. And I can say, as this pizza is the same as that one over there in the pile that I need to take out of garbage, good. It's working out, even with just the frozen pizzas. It's working out pretty well just to actually cook them directly on the oven rack. They turn out pretty good. Bit more of a crispy bottom to the pizza. I'm liking it. Otherwise, I've been doing some editing. Wow. Okay. Per boss, sounds like they're thinking we're probably not going to open before the start of May. And it sounds like they've extended the assistance and whatever, and I'm basically gonna just be paid normally through that time. Awesome. I mean, if that had been a call, hey, come back tomorrow, we got the place authorized and whatever, cleared, and it's safe again. I mean, I'd have gone in, but I would have still been cutting my weeks down pretty significantly to minimize how much time I'm around the other people. This sounds like I'm going to get paid my full 40 hours a week to not go in. Very awesome. What I was saying before that happened is the girl I talked to starting Sunday, a little bit on Monday, we've sent a couple messages. Well, that first day we sent a whole bunch. Anyways, I just sent her my phone number, and the plan, it sounds like, is that she'll contact after work this evening. Gonna have a call with her. Definitely feels a little quicker than I prefer, but it's just hard to have a conversation through just text, and I'm like, whatever, let's either we'll give it a shot or we're giving up, and I'd rather give it a shot than give up. So I just had like a 80-minute phone call with the girl I'd met through Hinge, so not an insubstantial amount of time. I enjoyed it. I mean, we left the call with the idea of let's try and have another call this weekend. So yeah. Fingers crossed. I don't know. Definitely awkward, particularly at this time, because it's like things, let's say things are starting to work out well. Can we try and meet? No. Not with this whole COVID thing. We're gonna, I guess, just kind of be over the phone or such for now. Even regardless of how things go, but still, getting to know someone. We'll see. So I cut off the rest of the chicken from the rotisserie chicken that I'd made the buffalo dip from. Basically, I had to pull off and shred 2 cups of it for the buffalo dip, but that still leaves around half of it parted around the chicken. So I did that and I heated that up. So that'll be dinner. Otherwise, I'll probably be ending it here. I now know I probably have a few more weeks before I have to go to work. But at least for right now, I'm gonna keep trying to stick to the schedule. I've enjoyed painting the minis, and I particularly like doing it now when I have this open and sunlight coming through. So waking up earlier, giving me more sunlight, helping with that, and that's making me feel better. Which I need to grab onto any little bitty thing in the midst of this chaos that we're going through. So at least for the time being, I'm going to try and stick to the schedule. But yeah, so I got chicken for dinner and heading to bed. Thank you for joining me as my journey continues. Bye.